Hi, my name is Ermina, and you probably know me as Pantera on social media. Welcome to my podcast. This is a safe place to talk about everything from self-development to sensuality, sexuality, relationships, to feminine energy, and much more, everything regarding to women. So let's dive in. Today's topic is the impact of femininity on our mental and physical health. So how to deal with a decreased femininity? My answer is relax. Relax and let go of everything that's holding you back. We women are not easy. We are complicated because we are capable of seeing the details and overthinking. We have a stronger intuition. So that's why sometimes we make things more complicated in our own heads. But you glow with the most feminine and divine energy, the powerful energy when you are relaxed. You can't be anxious about every little thing. You have to let go. Sometimes you just gotta let go. And honestly, I even wrote down a list of issues that women deal with. That's only mental. Let's start with that. You know that physical health will be all fine the moment that your mental health is also fine. So, insecurities, aging, negative self-talk, toxic relationships, fears of failure and disappointment, fear of being unloved, fear of rejection and being judged, comparison with other women, traumas, jealousy, overcoming shame, fear of being criticized, and so on and so on and so on. You can name it. Yes, all of those issues, we make up ourselves. And no offense to anybody, because by 30s, believe me, I also had my own traumas. I also had my own share of insecurities. I also had shit to deal with. Everybody does. But it's up to you if you will keep dwelling on your issues and you will keep hanging in there and hoping, waiting for someone to save you. I don't know, just waiting for the most perfect moment to start. There is no most perfect moment. You know that you have to start right now. If this topic is touching you, and if I ask you how to deal with decreased femininity and you feel something, it just tingles inside of you, means that matters to you. And why is that? Because if you have been born with a woman's body and you choose to stay a woman and be feminine, but it just doesn't work out for you because of other issues like kids and tasks and your job and your parents and your friends and your judgmental colleagues and whatever everything that's happening in your life that is dragging you down, those are not the issues. The issue is how you deal with it. Because if you know your value as a woman, if you know your worth as a woman, nobody can touch you. You know you can put some things on the side, some judgmental stuff, jealousy, whatever. You can just completely walk over it when you know what you're made of, when you know your value, when your self-esteem is high. And it's not the best advice to just say, just be confident. No, it doesn't work like that. I know, it really doesn't. And maybe it's even more annoying when somebody says that, just be confident. You have to do the small things. You have to understand where you're coming from. You have to understand your true nature. So let's go there. Women by nature are much more kind. We have kindness, tenderness, sensuality. We are empathetic. We have stronger intuition. We have different qualities than men, and men have other very nice qualities. I am no feminista. I really love that we both genders have their own thing. And that's what's beautiful. Women can give that and men can give that, and we can share, and in a relationship you can have a blast. But you can only feed that energy from being around with other women, doing stuff for yourself, smile more often, do something kind, and start with yourself. Be your own supporter. Sometimes just hug yourself and be nice. Say something like, I got you. Like, even before this podcast, I was so nervous and I was like, oh my God, am I going to do this right? Can I do this? And always, you will always have a moment of doubt. Anybody, even Beyonce, is doubting herself oftentimes. You think she has it all figured out? No one has. Neither do you, neither am I. Neither the president, no one has it figured out. And that's the beauty of life. We are just learning, and we can embrace what we already have. And if we relax, especially for women, also for men, but listen, if you're a woman, relax and it will all start coming to you. You have to trust yourself, and you can be only sensual and tender when you trust yourself. Women have one more very powerful gift. It's giving and receiving unconditional love. Men can also love unconditional, but they will always have more trouble expressing it. You can speak your minds, and men can too. But women are more capable of saying things with passion and saying it from the heart. Live with passion. Talk from your heart. Be honest. Say what you think. And you will see that people will also value more. And yes, you have to set the boundaries too. But you know that the moment you start to respect yourself and the moment you start to value yourself, value the femininity, people will get even more attractive to you if that's what matters to you. Most of the issues, most of the complicated stuff we make up in our minds ourselves, and it's most of the time an issue of not being able to let go of the past, let go of someone saying something or seeing something and thinking that you are not good enough and you are not as good as someone else, while everyone has their own shit to deal with. Everyone has their own problems, but not everyone is showing it. That's another topic you have seen probably on my podcast. But comparing yourself with what's on social media is also very toxic because it makes you feel worse, and you have to look at yourself first. You have to take care of yourself first, because social media might even not exist at some point anymore. And what's left? You with yourself. And yes, family too. But you are the only person that will stay with you for the rest of your life. Think about that. So the relationship between you and your mental health is more important than anything else. So the feminine energy, it comes also all from your mind, the moment you can relax and turn all the insecurities, all the past traumas, all the negative self-talk into love, into kindness, you will see how the femininity will come back to you. Yes, let's be strong, valuable, inspiring, glowing women, but also don't forget how gifted you are just by being able to give so much love. And start with yourself. I said that already. Start fucking giving love to yourself, okay? The other things, like little tips that I can still give, is actually dressing up nice and smelling nice. Do something that you really like. Follow your passion. You don't have to think about what other people will say from your family or your partner. People who really love you, they will always support you no matter what. No matter what nonsense you want to do in life, they will support you. And yes, by supporting, they might also say, this is maybe not the best idea, maybe you shouldn't do this or that. But if you know, for example, you love dancing or you love singing or you love, I don't know, cooking or whatever, you can always do it on the side. You can still have your job and you can still do that on the side. But not doing it just because it doesn't bring any promising millions, that's nonsense. You have to live with passion. You have to do what you love. So in that way, you will spoil yourself and you will feel more kind to yourself. Relax and it will all come to you. Be there for yourself. Be your own supporter. Talk to yourself. Sometimes just if you have a bad day, and you just can't seem to find that positive attitude, you can't find the positive energy, you don't know what to do to make yourself feel better, just imagine you were 10 and you met your current self, who you are right now. Would you trust yourself? How would be the relationship between your current self and your 10-year-old girl? Do you feel supported? Does your inner child feel supported by who you are? If no, I think that's an issue you have to address. I think that's exactly the issue that you're facing right now and that you need to fix. And that's probably the femininity. And stop saying bad stuff to yourself. Yeah? All right. I hope this brought you any value, or you learned something, got some insights or whatever. I would really love if you would subscribe, follow me, share, talk about it, I don't know, comment, give me some ideas as well if you want. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, but I'm always open to talk about stuff that really, really matters. So thank you for today. I love you and see you in the next episode.